Welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we're reviewing Love and Marriage Detroit finale. We made it. You know what I feel like? I feel like I kept getting walked into a conversation and then walked out before it was finished and then walked into another conversation with everybody saying, let's just agree to disagree. That's how we go pretty much describe this whole season of Detroit. The show starts with Brandon talking about his father. Apparently, him and his father had the same basic high and by relationship as his mother had. He don't have no type of connection with either one of his parents. And his mom said, look, she ain't even finna be talking to him every day, and she's okay with that.
That's what she said.
And he said, when they talk, it feels awkward. It feels awkward for all of us. I'm not sure what's going on there. And he said he would actually be fine if he didn't talk to nobody every day. And I'm like, that's sad. That's weird. Kind of like he did in the beginning when he went ghost and they was trying to get the showcase together. And then I just kind of checked out because I really didn't care no more about Brendan and his mama.
No, like, neither did I.
I guess, child. That's, I don't know that it was like, I wasn't feeling heartfelt. I felt like that lady's weird. And they kind of just didn't talk to their kid. Brandon get a lot of counseling. Like, he got the marriage people. Now he over here with the counselor. Like, nothing is getting fixed. Like, he keeps going to counseling, but nothing is happening with that.
Yeah. He don't listen.
Huh?
He don't listen. He don't care.
He don't care. His mama don't care. His daddy don't care. I think it's just kind of a hereditary thing. And the brother clearly has dismissed himself from all of it. Yeah, so we're at the Harper Ray influencer event, y'all. Christina, Colby comes and to support. Christina just hopes that Colby can see that as influencers, they can come together, they can work together, and they can create magic in Detroit together.
This girl is all about me.
Christina 100% likes to do together by herself. I was like, you just literally regurgitated everything that this girl, Colby, said.
She wants to little sis her. She wants you to be there to celebrate her, but it has to be about her. You could be there in the background, but I have to be the spotlight. I'm not
and
sharing
I think that was a mistake, Christina. I think it would have been better, since y'all are both on this show, for Colby to actually co-host the event for you.
She wants
for what? Like, you didn't want to share the spotlight at this jewelry store with this lady, you know what I'm saying?
She invite people.
Well, Latoya gets there. She's treading light with Christina because she still don't know. Like, remember, we was back at the Traverse City, and we decided to agree to disagree, but we all kind of don't know where everybody stands. So we gonna hang out together and be cordial, and so she gets there and it's like, hey girl, hey girl. We spent a whole lot of time saying hey girl to everyone. Did Christina meet her friend down to the orthodontist office? I just was like, they got all the braces over here. Her and what's her name? I forgot her name. Chelsea. Bravo's wife shows up. Like, they just threw Bravo's wife at us. Like, we first thought he didn't have a wife. Now he has a wife, and she's everywhere.
Now she's everywhere, putting her 2 cents in.
Well, she came with a 2 cents, girl. Her and Latoya. Christina, she's working the room, she's being an influencer and all that good stuff. And then she comes over to the table where the ladies are. And she basically gives herself credit for bringing everybody together. She knew she could do it. Everybody's here. She wants to thank them for supporting her and for being nice, basically. Colby just smiling and nodding at this bitch like this.
So she basically was the only one who really had an event, except for, what's her name?
Well, Colby had a birthday party. She had that shut up brunch. Latoya was the one with the dope event. She had the wine tasting.
But then they ruined it. Every time they came over there and took it over. Yeah. I helped ruin that one too.
It was very fake. They were standing up there. Christina's like, Colby, thank you for coming because I know things were weird between us, and it could have been awkward and it really could have went a different way. And Colby's like, oh, of course I always support, I really want good things for you. And I love Harper Ray and I love her store. And so, yeah, congratulations on your event. It was also very fake. And Latoya's like, so maybe we can collab. Latoya, shut up. No, we're not collabing.
They both
We're
looked
not.
at her like, shut up, B.
People be talking about Colby's voice, but Christina's voice irritates me way more than Colby's voice does. I don't know what it is, but every time Christina opens her mouth, it like grinds my gears.
Absolutely.
They both look at her like, nah, maybe in the future, girl, we're not.
Mm-mm.
And I'm with Colby. Like anytime I do something, like she gonna say I'm copying her. So for the most part, I'm gonna come to your shit, but I don't even want to collab with you now because I don't want, it's a no for me. What happened? Anyway, Christina, like, she's irritated because she's like, here go Latoya entering, with her 2 cents and her, with her opinion again. And I don't know what Bravo's wife was over there talking about, like, I don't know why she felt like she had anything to add to the conversation.
Like, let me get some airtime since I'm here.
What you should have did was when you got your makeup done before you came over there. Work on Bravo. While you doing all this, I feel like Bravo low-key like used them to promote all his shit and brought his wife in. Get your wife some glams because she's a good-looking lady, but they over here glammed up and she looked like she didn't stop by the cosmetic counter at all. Christina said her relationship with Latoya and Colby still got some residue on it, and they need more time. I don't be wanting to mend no relationships that got residue on it. I'm good without it.
I know you for your work.
Basically.
So that's just gonna stay there. We ain't got to do nothing. I see how you is now.
That's what Latoya was basically saying about Christina's ass. Anyway, it was just like she is delusional as fuck. What's wrong with her? Girl, we over to the Star Factory. We're in for the final rehearsal. Christina said, Christina Miss Star Factory is back in the building and she's here to stay.
He let you come.
I mean, look like she not only came, now I see why he doesn't want you there because you think it's your shit. You think you're the boss over there.
You're gonna be welcome there. It was just for the last minute of the show.
Look here, they got a table. It's Brandon and some dude and Bravo. I don't know why Bravo's there. And Christina. And they're calling this a rehearsal. This is not what a rehearsal is supposed to look like. Why are they like, it looked more like American Idol audition.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're sitting there like, you got to sing like with Girl, Naja comes in. Christina, this is their first time. Christina finally gets to meet this artist that he been hiding.
He been hitting.
She wasn't really feeling her little, workout pants, shorts, crop top situation.
But baby turned around and let him see it. She was like,
but I mean, what are you supposed to wear to a rehearsal though? Like, it's a rehearsal.
Look here. You know when your man messing around with somebody. She felt that. They eyed each other through the whole thing.
Well, she was very well trained on how to act. Because she came in there like, I'm going to show you my ass, because we know you ain't got none. Because the man said in the first day, it was your little bitty booty that.
And that's the first thing she did. Was turn around and show him that ass.
Here's the ass. And where's the mic? Why is she standing up there with her hands singing?
Mm-hmm.
That's the move.
That's what you were doing when we first saw her. In the mirror.
With a fake mic. Told you he didn't have no equipment over there to the Star Factory. I just don't feel like a rehearsal is supposed to go like that. Like he said, he feels like the rehearsal that the artist is supposed to go all out at the rehearsal, just like they do You
You
know, and I
are.
felt like she was like going da 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 do do do.
And then Christina was like, "Let me show this bitch how you really sing. You
We
supposed to
didn't
need, you
ask
need to
her.
put a little in it."
No, we don't want
For
none of
her,
that
I
either,
am the
Christina.
one.
You're not, though. Like I heard you sing Christina, but look, go and let Naja do it because she does have a nice voice. So we're gonna give her that. Like she's, Christina over here giving critiques. Now, if I was the artist, I would feel irritated. I would be like, where did this lady come from? What is she doing? Why is she what is happening right now?
You already know what it was. Y'all, they
Brandon
already know what the energy was. They already knew.
she had been warned.
She
My
had
wife
already been
coming, so
warned,
you
and
gotta
my wife
get
coming. Because
together.
as soon as he walked in, he was like, "This is my wife."
And
Let
she
me
was
put, let me
like, and
tell
this
you
is
real
my
quick.
two-piece. This is my
Yep.
two-piece, girl. Brandon said he's on a mission to take the city to the next level.
Not with her. You gonna have to do that. Was your only artist?
I mean, there was that one dude that was dressed like Lloyd in a suit and nights like this I wish.
Oh, that
Um,
was his.
yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm guessing them rappers since he knew all the
The
words
one
to
he
that
had went up on
song.
the stage with.
Yeah. Um,
Okay.
Toby and Russell are taking a walk. They're discussing their communication. They decided to go to counseling. I do not care. Do you care?
Not at all. I felt like that he was gaslighting her, and that he lied when he lied when he said that the whole financial thing didn't go through. I felt like she was right and he couldn't say that. So he just came up with this story because he is the man. He cannot admit that he's wrong.
No, so he just make it so like that the gym people were bullshitting and
Yeah,
so
just that. Yeah,
okay.
I believe all that was a lie.
Okay.
I felt like that shit fell through.
You should have talked about the money first and then
Yep.
it wouldn't have fell through at the end.
Yep.
The man already told you it was gonna take 3 years to get off the ground, but you ain't want to hear that.
Yep. I feel like it was more to it. He was lying. But
Um,
he's the man.
he's the man and she gonna stand beside him.
Yep.
Latoya and Anthony, they're at their house. Look here, they're happy. They have grown. They're,
I want to know what part of Detroit they in because they got a really nice backyard and that house is
their
too
backyard
nice.
is very dope.
I really want to know. I try to look it up. What somebody tell me what part of Detroit?
Where they at? They ain't
Yeah.
down there on 8 Mile over next to the Star Factory. You
No,
know that
they're
much.
not over there.
I mean, I feel like Latoya came from money though. They're definitely some suburban people.
Mm-hmm.
But they're in the right track. They've healed, and at this point, Anthony's like, I might as well just go to LA or Atlanta and do my thing.
But that's what I've been trying to get you to
We're
let me
fit.
do.
She said, "Hold it right there. No, that's not what we're doing."
Mm-hmm. He was like,
He
"Damn."
said he feels like they're 100% good.
Well, I guess.
I mean, he was happy to hear that their friends are having problems too. That way, he doesn't feel so, out of touch with things. But at the end of the day, they're better than everybody else, and they need y'all to know that they're perfect and everybody else sucks. Okay, y'all, we at the showcase. Woo! We've been waiting on this for a long ass time. We at the showcase. It's a line all the way down the street. I don't know where these people are going because I don't think they're going to be able to get into that little backyard of the club that Bravo has built. Christina arrives as the queen of the building, child. She got on a little two-piece. She done brought her Beyonce tracks out. She giving the real, it ain't Beyonce. She giving Michelle is what she's giving.
Yeah.
But we're gonna let her have it. She brought Brandon with her. That was nice of her. She doesn't let Brandon come down to the showcase.
She's the queen. And this is her shit.
This is her shit. Brandon is still in his feelings about Anthony. He said, it's really not about like who's better, but Anthony did come for him. And, today it's not about that. It's about Detroit. Do you be trying to rep your city like that? Like, I don't feel like I be, I don't feel like that's that important to me. Like, everything I do is not about repping my city. I don't really be thinking about it like that.
I guess maybe because it's the show. Hopefully. I don't know.
I don't hear them over there in Huntsville doing shit to rep their city. That's just so weird to me. Detroit people, are these your people? Did y'all hire these people to represent?
Mm-hmm. Carlos,
You know what it looked like? It looked like something I would have gone to when I was in college back in the 90s. Like, I
like a
don't feel
kidnap.
like the adult me would be doing that.
And I don't think it was for adults.
Clearly,
Mm-mm.
it didn't seem like it.
Mm-mm. I mean, look, did you see the stage? Oh, girl was like, where the hell the stage? Oh,
I don't
okay.
think she's very bright, but we did choose Brandon as our artist development.
Hmm.
Christina and Brent and Anthony have this awkward ass conversation where he's calling her the queen of the, of the Star Factory. Like, they were taking these little digs at each other that was kind of strange. Like, basically they can't decide who's the queen of the show. Is it Christina or is it Anthony?
Anthony.
Anthony told her she the biggest star down to the Star Factory, and she said she thought the people knew.
Mm.
Brandon and Christina are standing over, in the corner, like in that little backyard, courtyard area. They giving a pep talk to their artist. This is it. This is you. And Naja shows up late.
She got to make
She
up
got another little two-piece that she got down to the store where the outfits is $10 left. So what y'all call that? What y'all call it? Rainbow or some shit?
Yeah.
She went down to Rainbow and got her little sparkly two-piece number. She's actually a really cute girl. She does need a stylist. Maybe Brandon should let her go ahead and handle that because she's a beautiful girl. She needs a little,
You don't want her to style it.
but she should because
Who,
she's
his
rich.
wife?
Yeah.
She gonna have her out here looking crazy just because she know that's his girl.
Well, then call Kobe. Oh, you
I
can't
was
call
gonna say,
Kobe.
how
That's a
Kobe do
problem.
it?
Can't do that. But I mean, Kobe does have a younger. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave that alone.
absolutely. Did you see what Christina had? That's not what you wear to the park. That's not.
Why
That's
she walking
not.
around with her tennis shoes in her hand? And he said, "No, you ain't finna change your shoes because it's image over everything, and we gotta look good out here." I've never seen him look good ever, but it's a requirement of hers. Anyway, Naja shows up, and Brandon, like, that's his biggest artist. You're representing the Star Factory. You're the biggest star over there. No, she not, because Anthony just said that Christina was the biggest star over there. So who is the biggest star really of the Star Factory? Is it Christina or is it Naja? They're so confusing. He said, "This is all yours. Detroit is yours." He said Detroit is yours, and the girls said she ain't even from Detroit. They think that she came from Texas. She said, "Where's the stage at? Child, where is the stage? And why y'all got benches on the stage? That was unnecessary. I feel like y'all could have made the stage just a tad bit bigger, but I mean, what do? I don't be out here producing showcases or man movements, marches, and stuff. I don't do any of those things. So that Brandon said this showcase got his reputation on the line. This is not about, nothing personal, even though Anthony made it personal, but he trying to, take this shit to the next level. Want to get past the drama. It's been stressing him out all this whole time, and he just wants to he got to pull this off because his reputation is on the line, Kobe gets there, Latoya gets there, Christina's standing on her perch, like, "Hey girls, hurry, come on over here." Good girl, they got on all green. Christina in her confessional, like, talking about, so the girls show up and they all have on green. And
Did
I
you
feel
see
like,
how she was doing that?
hey, we're more in sync than we used to be, girl. We must be more connected than we thought we were.
I was looking at that. I was like, what is wrong with her?
And the figure she having over there in her outfit that she made from the fabric that she pulled from out the box in the storage space. Just like the church lady with that stiff ass bob. I was like, is she performing? Did she bring her script? What is happening right now?
I don't know.
They got a nice crowd. I'm gonna give them that. It was a lot more people to showcase than it was at the Man Movement, but I'm gonna say probably because Barb Bravo had his hands all over it, and he's probably was the one that made sure that the place got full. Here comes Sean Child. Sean walked in there with, I don't know, like three big ass dudes. Like I was like, what is happening? Why is Sean coming through with security? Now he got Brandon looking crazy.
Brandon, he ain't know what to expect from Brandon.
Brandon said, why is he here? He's not even on the list.
He said, somebody, he's not on the list.
Brandon, we already told you. I bet you he's on the list.
I'm like, you guys are at the park. What list?
He's on the list.
Anybody could walk up in here. Y'all outside at the park.
We found out last week down to the Traverse City that he was on the list. I don't know what you're talking about, you know, and then, you know, then they show this flashback of Brandon asking Christina, like, what's tea with Sean? And she was like, well, yeah, he tried to pull up back in the day. Like, yeah, he had a little crush on me, you know.
He was like, he tried something. Yeah, he did.
He did. He tried to pull up. Look, I wouldn't even want to play my man like that. You playing him like a bigger punk than daggone Lyrique. Probably being nosy because Christina was over there talking to who? What is happening? Who is making this girl? Who was helping her with her dance moves? Like Kobe, you being real messy. I'm just saying. Naja came out on stage, child. She slung her ponytail around and she did her little, you know, snake swirl thing that she always did.
She didn't pull the ponytail off. Like
she
that
took
was
the thing and slung it around, and then her little hair was like not flowing out.
Didn't move at all.
Kind of like stuck there like hair does. It was clearly hot outside. She's sweating. She got the thing glued to her face, the little beads glued to her face.
She looked cute.
She looks cute. They said, you know, she did a good job. She ain't kill it, but you know, she did her thing. Maybe she didn't kill it because she didn't actually have a rehearsal. She didn't have no sound
she was singing to a track.
Oh, she was definitely singing to a track. So Brandon is a vocal coach. That's his job. I'm just saying. I didn't know what his job was. So the people said, and the people was Kobe. She said he's a vocal coach. She didn't know that he was a dance coach. Now, I don't know where she got that from, that Brandon taught her those moves. Now, you just being messy and making shit up.
Being messy.
LaToya talking about, when did rappers start having dancers? I was like, they've always had dancers. LaToya, what are you talking about? Like, now y'all just picking shit apart, trying to, you know, be shady. I'm just saying, because I was like, rappers always have dancers. Even Heavy D had dancers. Like, girl,
everybody. Yeah, that's stupid.
Well, Brandon walked off because his people was rapping, and you know he went on the stage with him. As soon as he walked up, Lyrique slid his snaky self up there over to Christina. Cool. Like he was just waiting on that moment. He trying to get her in the studio, and Kobe still over there like, who's that man? What is she talking to, Kobe? I don't even know why that stood out to her so much. Why you need to know who she talking to? She's standing there talking.
Because they already knew.
Yep. She had to, because it wasn't like they weren't doing anything. They're standing in a public place having a conversation. So I don't know why.
Anthony didn't already put the tea out there that he don't like Lyrique because Lyrique was messing around with his wife. Brandon and already told y'all.
Listen, Lyrique is a punk. I don't like him. Like, I don't like Brandon, but the way Lyrique is moving, that nigga, you shady. You just disrespectful. I don't like it.
But she let him disrespect him.
She encouraged it.
Yeah. She hugged Lyrique right in front of him.
She what?
She hugged Lyrique right in front of her husband.
Right in front of him. She didn't hug her husband. She hugged Lyrique though. She said they was over there doing pinky swears and shit. And, you know, and of course, Sean is to her, he's Sean. So, you know, Brandon eased his way back over there once he sees Lyrique try to, you know, swoop in on his wife. But then, of course, he got them big three gigantic niggas standing there. So it ain't a whole lot he can do. He walked in on Lyrique telling her, like, he want to do a track with her. She's not saying no.
No.
She's like, okay. And now they're linking up with Pinkies. Like, I just, I
That
feel
was
like
so disrespectful.
me and Lyric would have been dead that day, sitting up there with our pinkies locked together in front of my
I don't
man.
know. I don't know if she felt like he got his chick, so I'm gonna have mine. I don't know what that was.
It doesn't usually work that way, but I mean, Brandon is a punk. So, I mean, if you're married to Brandon, I guess. But over here, that ain't how that would have worked. I'm just saying. Brandon and Lyric go back and forth about seniority. I thought that was disrespectful. You gonna look at this man's face and say you got seniority over him with his
Sure did.
wife?
You sure
And
did.
she's sitting there eating it up. She's loving all the attention, that she's getting from it. Lyric tells Brandon like he ain't never poached no clients from him. He don't know where he heard that from. Brandon is definitely not really buying it. He's like, he done heard things from people, but at the end of it all, you know what they do? They hug it out, they agree to disagree, because that's what you do on this show. You don't resolve anything, you just agree to disagree. And so like Lyric is right there on trend with everything else. So basically, after Christina and Sean, he can't believe she calls him Sean on national television. But after Christina pressures Sean to be friends with, it's Diamond. How am I going to do that?
She can't do that while we're on the live.
Don't hang up on my child.
She said, don't hang up. Hey, cute baby. Why I can't? There she is. Oh, look at her. Look at her, people. She's so cute.
She still got hiccups.
Don't hang up on my baby.
She said, don't hang up on her baby. Can we finish? Because she's
We have
tired.
to finish. It's
Okay.
late.
For her, that was rude. She cried.
She
did not cry. Goodbye.
She cried because she got hiccups. All right. Bye. Ciao.
Logan.
Anyway, yeah, Christina fixed it all. She did it again. She forced her husband into being friends with her ex nigga, and they all hugged it out. And then that's when she gave him that little sly little church hug to the side.
That same little hug.
It was uncomfortable. Dang, Brandon, everybody just dog you, your mama, your wife, your daddy, your best friend. It's not a good situation for you, Brandon. Anyway, the couples are standing around. They're patting themselves on the back for how far they've come through this journey. We're going to take a moment to acknowledge Russell and Bravo for holding the shit down together, because without them, everything would have probably fallen apart.
Russell ain't say nothing, and when he did say something, he threatened to kill or hurt Brandon.
Literally had one scene where he said he was going to bust all the bones in your body. Right. And now, Russell, I'm looking at you like, really? We going to bust up Brandon? Anyway, without Bravo and Russell holding it down, then Anthony looks over at Brandon and he's like, so where we stand? And Brandon is like, man, I still don't know about you, bro. I'll be like dodging, and dipping and never know what to expect from you. But look here, we just gonna agree to disagree. So let's go ahead and hug it out. We're not just gonna hug it out. They said they are grown. They have grown. I guess. They have evolved. They have a flashback to all the drama.
That was just yesterday.
Just so we can see, literally, not even. He's at the party going, who invited this nigga? He's not
exactly.
On the list. So, but they've grown all nonetheless. They bring it all together, and then Russell pray, because that's how they fix things. They said, Brandon said, collectively they're a strong unit. And they are the movers and shakers of Detroit. Are they the movers and shakers of Detroit? I guess, child. Christina said she got genuine love for everybody. And seems like that didn't last long, because at the reunion, it's a lot of tension, and they ain't even spoke to each other since, the cookout, I guess. Oh, it wasn't a cookout. Not the cookout, the showcase. Because it looked like somewhere where you would have a cookout, but they decided to have a showcase. I feel like there should have been barbecue and hot dogs.
I'm sure it was in the background.
Yeah. So that's season 1, y'all. We gonna see what's tea at this reunion. I feel like Christina and Anthony will probably spend the whole time arguing about who's the queen of the show.
I feel like, okay, yeah, this is the first season, and I mean, we just gonna give you another one because this is your first one. The first one was an epic fail. It started off like it was gonna be something like the very first episode. Y'all better come better than that, Detroit.
I want to see like real Detroit. I'm not from Detroit, but I've spent enough time in Detroit to know that ain't it. That's not it.
That ain't
I
where
don't know.
Carlos is from, and he know that.
I mean, they talked a lot about repping their city. They did not rep their city. Like Detroit is definitely, that ain't it. So if you're trying to represent or give people an idea of what Detroit is like, that's not it.
Who cast them? I mean, why was that? Those were the people that you decide to cast.
Honestly, I feel like not for nothing. I mean, Dr. Christina and Anthony is the only ones over there, like with, I'm gonna say not Dr. Christina, Latoya. She the only one over there with legit shit going on. I feel like Christina's parents pay for all her shit because Brandon's mama won't even pick up the damn phone, so we know she not financing nothing.
And that Star Factory ain't producing no money. So
no,
it's all
they not even. I was like, they don't have no mic. I didn't see him. I haven't heard him sing, so I don't know how he's the vocal coach. Do Miss Jan have artists, or do she just teach them how to sing?
She teach them.
Oh, tardy for the party. I don't know, but yeah, that's it, y'all. Love and Marriage Detroit. We'll be back next week, I guess, for the what you call it, for the reunion.
Yeah.
What's up, sissy? I ain't seen you in a minute.
She was acting up, had to be picked up. She must have to go to the restroom.
Let me just tell you, Max is an asshole. Since Kylie moved over here,
he don't want to deal with you.
Oh my, it's not even that. He's acting like a prima donna. Like if they leave the room, he'd be barking to have them come back. They went to the store today, and so he was barking to come out of the room. And then when I let him out of the room, he didn't see what he wanted to see. So then he was barking to go back in there.
Oh my goodness.
He sits around like, being, all snuggled up with Kylie all day. So yeah, I don't fool with Max. And it's just me and Baxter in this. But on that note, y'all, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back next week. Talk about something, y'all.
Say bye. Say bye, sissy.
Bye.